some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that.
Chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man on the right. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a...
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Fires on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead is 6 in the first. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Hurley. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge...
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
These corners going to give them some space. He'll try it again. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Gators will call on their punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. To the air, it's Hurley. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Daniels. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the left. There he goes. Past the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch? You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The give to the tailback. Crosses to 40. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Buying some time, finding open areas. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones wants to throw it. Hauls it in. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points up. Before the break.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Wilson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Hurley. It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keep slinging it. He's going to run it. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Made a defender miss. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jones to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gators will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Toss sweep to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. A low-line drive and not his best work. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Bringing the heat. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Grab near the sticks, it's Henderson. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Number 42.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Boise State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be turning it on. Got the first down and more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The toss to the outside. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Scanning the field, it's Hurley. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it is best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Gators want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Bulldozes his way through. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He's on the move.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lobs one high down the left side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try the run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. On the run, it's Henderson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Hand off to the single back. Sweet cut there. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time,
and the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Jones to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.